Vice President Trump announced the reworked plan after meeting with Japan's Prime Minister today. KDKA's Ricky Sayer has been in the Mon Valley getting reaction from steelworkers and community leaders.
President Trump says rather than Nippon purchasing U.S. steel, he'll allow them to heavily invest in U.S. steel. Stakeholders we've spoken with today here in the Mon Valley say they're working to determine what it means for their communities. Steelworker Andrew Macy didn't see this specific news coming.
I believe it's the best of both worlds. I really do.
It appears U.S. Steel will remain an American company and still get an influx of cash.
What President Trump said today, as far as an investment, that's what we wanted. It's going to modernize our plants.
Both Macy and fellow steelworker Brian Pavlak were on stage with Trump at his October rally in Latrobe, urging him to support the sale to Nippon.
I told him about Nippon. U.S. Steel needs investments in the Mon Valley. And then he said that he would look into it more when he became president.
Now, it seems Trump has.
Yeah, it's a relief.
Clarendon Mayor Rich Lattanzi calls Trump's announcement confusing.
There's still a lot of questions. I mean, it's somewhat encouraging. I mean, I've asked people, what do you think? And they said, I think we're good. I think it was a win. And then other people say, hey, hold on, I'm not so sure.
What Lattanzi's heard reflects what KDKA heard from a number of different Mon Valley leaders and steelworkers Friday.
They were going to invest $14.9 billion. Does that buy you more than 50% of the stock? I mean, is it a partnership? How much say will they have?
Lattanzi wonders if Nippon doesn't fully own U.S. Steel, if they'll still invest the full $1 billion it promised in the Mon Valley works.
I think we have to wait and see.
Macy and Pavlak said they are eager to get details, too.
Our voice through the rank and file, I believe, made a difference. The people that were for this, their voices were heard.
The head of Nippon Steel is meeting with Trump next week to work out details. We also heard today from the international president of United Steelworkers, David McCall. They have been against this deal. He told us, quote, our concerns regarding Nippon's continued interest in U.S. Steel remain unchanged. Nippon has proven itself to be a serial trade cheater with a history of dumping its products into our markets. While we await the details of the proposed investment, we encourage President Trump to continue safeguarding the long-term future of the domestic steel industry by instead seeking American alternatives. One other new piece of information to pass along. In our interview with Mayor Lattanzi, he said that in a meeting months ago with Nippon, they said that they would be willing to invest $3 billion into the Mon Valley. That is $2 billion more than what they have said publicly. He says that if Nippon is still willing to do that, he'll be happy. In Clarendon, Ricky Sayer, KDKA-TV News.